Why, hello, I am Mamie.
And I'm Eliana.
Today we will be discussing the importance of 9/11. The story begins on September 11, 2001 at 8:45 a.m. on a regular morning in New York City. A Boeing 767 plane crashed into the 80th floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center, instantly killing and trapping hundreds of people in the building.
What happened next?
18 minutes after the first plane hit, a second Boeing 767 sharply turned out of nowhere into the South Tower of the World Trade Center, near the 60th floor.
Did you know that the collision caused a huge explosion that showered burning debris over surrounding buildings and streets below? It immediately became clear that America was under attack. Less than 15 minutes after the planes hit the South Tower, it collapsed in a massive cloud of dust and smoke.
Whoa!
At 10:30 a.m., the North Building collapsed and everyone started rushing out of the city, New York.
As people watched the events unfolding in New York, Flight 77 circled over downtown Washington, D.C. before crashing into the west side of the Pentagon at 9:45 a.m.
Well, isn't the Pentagon, really important?
Well, yeah, it's the military headquarters of the United States of America. 125 military personnel and civilians were killed in the Pentagon, along with all 64 people aboard the airliner. Well, if 3 planes is already enough for the United States in one day, imagine if there was a 4th plane.
Well, actually, there was a 4th plane that was hijacked, but it crashed before it could hit anything. People thought that it was going to hit either the White House or Camp David.
Well, what's Camp David?
Camp David is a camp retreat for the President of the United States, which is located in Maryland. Do you know how it didn't crash into something important?
Well, yeah, it was hijacked about 40 minutes after leaving an airport in New Jersey. One of the flight attendants called her husband and explained that she had slipped into a galley and was filling pitchers with boiling water. Her last words to him were, "Everyone's running to first class. I've got to go. Bye." The passengers started to fight the 4 hijackers and are suspected to have attacked the cockpit with a fire extinguisher. The plane then flipped over and sped towards the ground, crashing into a rural field near Shanksville in western Pennsylvania at 10:10 a.m.
We asked our teachers what they were doing when 9/11 took place.
I was eating cheese grits in the student union. I was in my classroom teaching a group of junior students, and the teacher next door knocked on my door and said, "Turn on the TV." And so I did. And for the rest of the day, that group sat in my room and we just watched TV and, for the most part, cried.
Sadly, a total of 2,996 people were killed, including the 19 terrorist hijackers aboard the 4 planes and the 343 firefighters that were killed trying to save people.
Thank you for listening to us discuss the importance of 9/11.
We hope you learned something new.